and welcome to what's today, Wednesday. I am Coach Renee, and welcome to Renee's Nest. Today, I just wanted to check in and to see if there was anyone who would join me for our check-in for our midweek wellness plan. It's going to be really, really short, but I just wanted to remind us to be mindful of the overall energy of the week, and that is to a collaboration, bringing two or more people together or instances together that have the same goal and have the same objectives. And we also talked about the fact that that first collaboration has to be with you and the Most High, your highest self, that you may be led and guided into all truths. So, as you are led to all of the positive collaborative relationships that will be coming your way, then you will have an indication or you will have been strengthened in all those areas in your life that as you go forward, that you can manifest, especially through these collaborative relationships. And we were asked to be mindful of forgiveness and understanding. What about those things that are coming up in your life that are causing you or asking you to take a look at it? To change your perspective of it, not necessarily asking forgiveness or not asking, going to the person, the offender, and expecting them to feel the same way. Because forgiveness is not always a two-way street. It's always for the person who is feeling offended or has been offended. And oftentimes it is our perspective and our perception that must be changed so then we can have a better understanding of the situation and move forward. As things come up in the future, we will have spiritual intel about how this situation can better help us in our lives. And then with that understanding, we've been asked to be mindful of our childlike nature. When I think of a child and the things that they desire and want, they never have to worry about working, how it's going to happen. They don't get into the outcome. They simply ask a question. They simply make their requests known and then go along their happy ways, releasing how it's going to happen, just believing that it will happen. And so I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for Spirit teaching us today or this week how to let go of things, how to allow our inner child to come forth and to be nurtured while we are in a certain situation and a way of thinking. Hello, who is that? I can't see. Hello, Isaiah, and hello, Ruta. Is that? Thank you so much for being here. My name is Renee. I don't think I've ever met you, but if I have, thank you so much for being here. Um, we're just doing a review of our wellness plan for the week, and the focus is collaboration. But the first collaboration being with ourselves and letting go of those things that no longer serve us. Hello. And also allowing our inner child to flourish. In other words, everything is not, as we allow ourselves to stay in alignment and the Most High, that highest part of us, the universal life force energy, begins to speak. Those places that we have let go or feel hurt in or feel traumatized in are the areas where Spirit continues to hold us and asks us to release those things that we cannot control. And with these two, usually when we begin to do our self work, it really does bring up other things that we may have not even thought. There may be people, places, or instances, experiences that you've had in your life that Spirit is asking you to forgive, but you can't see where you're holding on to any unforgiveness. And even that, we just pray, Spirit, allow me to see what it is I need to let go. and then allow yourself to let it go. Things I can see and things I cannot see. Things that are in my consciousness and things that are way below the line in my subconscious and my unconscious. Go into the root system, and as you do, help me to relinquish, as you provide for me all of the downloads and all the things, help me to let go and be childlike. Help me to see myself in such a way that I am growing and releasing and forgiving not only others but myself for the perceptions that I have held that possibly may have held me back. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And then it says, and then we talked about, and Sunday brunch is always Sunday at 11 to 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. The Spirit tells us that once we allow ourselves to forgive and have the understanding and release things, and to allow the healing of our child-like manner, it also tells us when we do that, the ancestors and the angels say, listen, I got you. Because now it's easier for information, for you to receive information because you have released, pardon me, those parts of you that was holding up negative space. Right? And so Spirit says to us, listen, I want you to begin to pay attention to everything around you. Everything is about to be exponential. Your thoughts, your synchronicities, how we communicate. This says, set your sights higher. Now that you've released the weights from you, when you set your sights higher, this is the best card in any deck, the sun. The sun comes. Illumination. Just like the sun comes when we release and allow the inner child to heal. You see the sun around that head, around the child's head, is about enlightenment. It's about allowing things to be illuminated. And Spirit says, once you begin to release those things that no longer serve you, not only are you going to raise your gaze, but when you raise your gaze, you're going to receive the illumination of truth, of understanding. It says, enjoy the success and happiness. And it's all because you have done the work. And you begin to see beyond the pain, see beyond the trauma, because you're doing the work to allow it to go away. So we are grateful for that. I want to know how this is working in your life this week. How is the focus of collaboration coming up for you? First within you and your higher self, but then with everyone else. What are some collaborations that you might have to let go of that you've been holding on to? How is that going? I want you to keep your focus this week, because Spirit has asked us to keep and maintain the energy of Master Buddha, where we have that heightened sense of awareness, our discernment. Remember, because we're raising our gaze, right? Happiness and all that we need is coming to us. So Spirit says, I need for you to understand that, but I also want you to understand the truth is being revealed. The Master Buddha energy is increased awareness, and it's deep concentration. Trust in your inner voice. We're not trusting in our physicality. In other words, what you see, what you hear, what you speak, what you smell, what you taste, what you touch. Spirit says, I am lifting, raising your gaze. And as you're raising your gaze, we are communicating. And when we communicate, there will be things that you may not be aware of. But I do not want you to hold on to the outcome, but be mindful of the divine guidance that you receive. Because as we're moving forward this week in those collaborations, and I did speak about the collaborations with ourselves, the ones with ourselves, I believe Spirit is asking us to surrender something. What is that toxic relationship that you might be in? What is that toxic situation, the thing that no longer serves you? Why are you continuing to stay in the comfort zone where you cannot grow? You cannot learn anything new. And maybe because you may be still in the comfort zone, you may be experiencing a lack of forgiveness, a lack of understanding, a lack of releasing all those things that are holding you down. For one thing, we are not having a physical battle. As an ascending soul, you are a spirit having a human experience, knowing that the battles and the weapons of our warfare, they are not what we can see. They're not carnal, as the divine scripture says, as the biblical text says. We don't fight against people, places, and things. Our battles are in the spirit realm. And so we must be or maintain the energy of the Master Buddha, that increased awareness, so that as things come about, as things are brought up in us that we might have not known, and as they come up, that we are willing to hear, see, and to understand. I hope this is making sense to you, because it will make a whole lot of difference as you begin to see all of the toxic relationships that you are in or have been in, or the residual effects of those toxic relationships that you may not yet have understood or forgiven. So as we go throughout this week, the week of January 26th through February 1st, I hope that the focus of this week, collaboration, will unfold. Whether it's a collaboration that you have held on to, whether it's one that you're releasing, or whether they are the collaborative relationships that are coming in the future, allow yourself to have the energy of Master Buddha, your increased awareness. And then after you're aware, Spirit, thank you for allowing me to move in divine timing. I certainly hope that this has been a blessing to you. I can't really see. Someone asked me, do I like fruit? I do. I hope that this has been a blessing to you. And if you have any questions for me, I did want to stay on a little bit longer, but I realized that this platform is a little bit different from TikTok and all the others. And just as you are going through or examining yourself, I am too. And things just happen, right? We all have those times where we feel lower than normal, where we feel like we need more help than we're getting, where we're not understanding. But Spirit says this week, collaborations. Look at your collaborations. What are you in tune with that is not for your highest good? What is it that you are in tune with that is for your highest good, where you should be looking for the additional collaborative relationships for your highest good to help you to manifest all the things that you desire in your heart? And if you have not done that, just know the importance of releasing toxicity from your life. Let it go. Speak to it. Allow your shadow, which is that part of you that really doesn't want you to change. It will never go away, but make sure that you are in charge of those old perceptions, those old thoughts, those old people, places, and things. And when that shadow comes up, that you're able to speak to it, put it in its place, and increase your awareness. I trust that this little midweek, I won't say little, the timing wise, this amount of time has been just enough in order to share with you today. Midweek, reminding you of all the instruments that Spirit has given us, so that as you go through the collaborative healing, as you acknowledge the relationships that no longer serve you, as you acknowledge those things that you may have walked away but not cut all of the cords, let this information come to you knowing that you are loved and there's nothing that you need the Spirit won't help you to accomplish. This is your midweek wellness plan review. And I certainly hope that it has been a blessing to you. And if you have any questions, if you would like to further discuss this, please know that the information is in my description. And I would love to share time and space with you to assist you on your ascension journey. And don't forget to mirror you. Be balanced, be inspired, and continue to grow. Have a great day.